It's 2 in the morning and Sam is in the studio again, doing the thing he has been doing every night for 4 months since the record came out. The record is fine. The record is, by any reasonable measure, successful enough. It found its audience, it got its reviews. The numbers are healthy without being world-changing. The record is not the problem. The problem is that at 2 a.m. every night, Sam is on his phone, refreshing things that did not need to be refreshed. Marcus Aurelius would have recognized the loop instantly. Marcus Aurelius wrote in the privacy of his own journal about something he was clearly struggling with himself. The question of how much another person's opinion of you was actually worth. His answer, repeated in various forms throughout the book, was the same: surprisingly little. And not because praise was bad, because praise was unreliable. The same people who praise you today were indifferent to you yesterday and may be hostile to you tomorrow. The same review that calls your work brilliant on Tuesday calls something else brilliant on Wednesday. Marcus's point was not, stop wanting praise. His point was, stop building your peace on top of it. Because if you do, if you put the load-bearing weight of your self-regard on the opinion of strangers, your inner life becomes a function of their attention. And their attention is not yours to schedule. Watch what that loop looks like at 2 a.m. The record itself, when Sam made it, was good. Not in the way creators sometimes lie to themselves about. In the way you know in your hands. When a take is finished and you listen back and your shoulders drop slightly because the thing is, finally, the thing. He had that moment 12 times, once for each track. The release came in March. The first week was a blur of decent attention. Reviews appeared. Most positive, 2 ambivalent, 1 negative in a way that was actually useful. The numbers settled into a pattern by week 3. People who would discover the record discovered it. People who wouldn't, didn't. By month 2, the conversation around it had quieted, as it always does, as it does for every record. The work was done, the work was good, the work had been received. And then the second thing began. Here's the mechanism Marcus was watching in himself. When you finish a piece of work, really finish it, not abandon it, but complete it, your nervous system is left with a problem. The act of making it was the thing that gave you your sense of yourself. The making is over. The self-sense that was hooked to the making now has nothing to hook to. The mind, looking for a substitute, often finds one. The reception. If the making is over, the watching the reception can fill the space. Numbers, comments, shares, charts, mentions, all of it functions, briefly as a continuation of the making. Each refresh feels for a quarter second like checking on the work. It is not checking on the work. The work isn't there to be checked. The work is finished. What you are checking is whether you are still a person who made a thing that mattered. The stranger's attention has become the receipt for your own existence as a person who made it. Marcus's observation, receipts are very hard to stop checking once you've started. It is 2:11 a.m. and Sam has refreshed 4 platforms in the last 6 minutes. Nothing has changed on any of them since 1:53. He knows this. He refreshes anyway. The numbers are stable. The numbers have been stable for 2 months. There are no new reviews coming. The cycle on this record, in any reasonable sense, is over. What he is checking, at 2:11 a.m., is not the numbers. The notebook on the desk, with the next record in it, has been closed for 11 weeks. He hasn't written. He hasn't played. The guitar in the corner has been in that corner since early summer. The making, the thing that was actually his, has been on hold while he watches the reception of the previous thing. This is what Marcus saw 2,000 years ago and named clearly. You finished the work. The work was real. The work was yours. You then, almost immediately, hand the question of whether the work mattered to a population of strangers whose attention is not stable, not yours to direct, and not actually a measure of the work. The work was finished. The strangers cannot now make it more finished. They can only delay the next one. Sam at 2:11 is delaying the next one. Marcus's move is not, stop caring about how it's received. Caring is human. The move is not to lie to yourself. The move is more specific, put the load-bearing weight back on the work itself. Make the receipt, your sense of being a person who matters, depend on whether you are currently making things you respect. Not whether the things you previously made are still being praised. Not whether the strangers are still paying attention. Whether you are still doing the work that gave you the sense in the first place. This is harder than it sounds. The work is uncertain. The work, while you are doing it, does not always feel meaningful. The receipt from strangers is much more legible, a number, a review, a notification. It has the appeal of being measurable. But it is a counterfeit receipt. It does not actually issue from the part of your life that mattered. The part that mattered was the making. The making cannot be checked on a phone. The only way to renew the receipt, Marcus said, is to do the next piece of work. At 8 a.m., Sam puts the phone in a drawer. The notebook is open. A line is written in it. Small, tentative, possibly bad. He plays the guitar quietly for 40 minutes. The line gets a second line. The second line is also possibly bad. He keeps going. Nothing about the previous record has changed. The numbers are still where they were last night. The strangers are still doing whatever they are doing. What has changed is that the receipt is, again, being issued from somewhere inside Sam, not from a refresh. The reception is not the work. The work is the work. Marcus wrote it shorter. The praise of others adds nothing to it. He didn't mean praise was worthless. He meant your peace cannot be located there. If you've finished a thing, the next thing is yours to begin. A series on Stoic philosophy for the moments you're actually in. Theme: external validation. Marginalia: Roman coin profile, already in library.